You Dems are pissing me off today, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Number 1, your misinformation about the TikTok ban. Let's go over what happened. Because I see you guys saying all over TikTok, you're copy-pasting this one sentence, saying that a narcissist will love bomb by giving you something, then taking it away, then giving it back and claiming victory. That's not what happened. Let's go through what really happened. Back in 2020, there was a potential security breach for TikTok for American users. What does that mean? They didn't know who was storing the data, they didn't know where this data was going, and it was thought that at the time, China was stealing data. So at this time in 2020, when Trump was in office, he said, if there is a security breach, I'd like to ban the app from American users. I don't want my Americans being at risk for this app. I don't want their security being breached. I don't want any issues. I'm going to ban this app. I'm going to make it happen. But then what happened? This is what you guys are leaving out. In 2020, the same year, Oracle goes into business with TikTok. Oracle is a tech company. They are based in Austin, Texas. They are American made. They become the cloud storage for TikTok, meaning that the data isn't being stored with TikTok anymore. It's stored in Austin. It's home again, or it's home now, I should say. So Trump, after already compiling this executive order, doesn't do anything with the law, because he sees now it's partially the storage now, right? The storage, not the app, is American owned and American stored. So the worry goes away. Now that it's part of America, it's called Project Texas. He said, all right, not a priority anymore, left the EO alone. Nothing happened. No law was signed into place. Come April 2024, Joe Biden signs the law anyway. It went untouched for 4 years after Oracle went into business with TikTok. Joe Biden comes into office, and 4 years later, again, law hasn't been touched in 4 years, he signs it anyway. Why? So that's the first point, okay? Because you're wrong. It's not that he started this and then took it away and then gave it back so everyone would kiss his ASS. It was that he saw a security threat as to where our user data was being stored. America then goes into business for our storage, which is a win. That's good. It's American owned now. So then the threat's gone. The worry's gone. And he doesn't touch the law. Joe Biden then 4 years later actually signs the law into place. So off the bat, you guys are spreading this misinformation that just is not intellectually honest at all. It's not correct. Objectively incorrect. And this is congressional data. This is not Forbes.com or People Magazine. This is Congressional House of Representatives data. You can fact check me at every point. The second reason you guys are pissing me off, let's get into this one, is that you guys, forget Oracle, right? You guys are acting like a president can't change his mind, because it seems like when Democratic presidents change their mind, it's like, okay, that's so valid. They have to keep up with current events. But when Trump does it, he's a narcissist, love bombing you. A few examples. Obama campaigned for 6 months on securing abortion rights for women. Once he was elected and went into office, years later, he was asked, are you going to do this? And he said, it's not at the highest priority. His words, not mine. His words, not mine. Changed his mind. I didn't hear your outrage then. We have Joe Biden. He opposed gay marriage for years, back in 2007, 2008, 2009. He spoke very negatively about gay marriage. Didn't like it at all. Whatsoever. He asked multiple times when asked about gay marriage laws, why is this such a concern for Americans? We have real issues going on. This is not a concern of mine. Pretty much saying, I don't give a shit. And now he's pro-LGBTQ, all about DEI hires. He changed his mind. Kamala Harris gets on national TV and says, I will never be getting a vaccine that Donald Trump endorses. Ever. I'll never get it. If he's saying it, I don't want it. A month later, back on TV, endorsing the vaccine. The very same vaccine. She changed her mind. Why is it okay when a Democratic president does that, but Trump, after 5 years, rethinks a thing or two? Is that not allowed? Is it only allowed when your party does it, not Republicans? I'm confused. And the third reason I'm pissed off is because I see y'all complaining about who's gonna buy TikTok and what's gonna happen to our free speech. I didn't hear you saying that the last 4 years when your administration, Biden and Harris, were censoring every other app known to mankind. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter before it was X. This is known knowledge. Yeah, it was appealed in the Supreme Court, but they were found guilty. Fifth Circuit Court, 3-judge panel, unanimous vote, guilty as charged for censoring speech, First Amendment violation. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Zuckerberg still talks about it years later to this day, that he was very, very pressured. And I trust him as far as I can throw him, but he's had the same testimony for years. Where was your outpour of rage back then? Or is it only rage when a Republican might buy an app and your speech might be affected, even though this is just speculation? No one's proving anything. You're just guessing and assuming because you hate them. But when Biden and Harris do it, it's okay. It's for the greater good. It's for safety. I didn't know Biden or Harris went to medical school. I didn't know Mark Zuckerberg went to medical school. Who were they to censor PhD doctors, Harvard and Yale educated doctors on the vaccine? Why was that up to them? Why was it okay? Why didn't you say anything? But now you want to piss and moan now. Again, when nothing's even happened yet. You're just speculating. So here's what I'm going to leave you with. Those are my 3 reasons. But here's what I'm going to leave you with. Your objectivity is gone. Your credibility is gone. You are showing pure immaturity. Immaturity. You were upset about TikTok going away, all these people and their jobs going away, these small business owners, these artists, these creators losing their jobs, losing their platforms. They work so hard, they get great exposure. Please someone help, please someone save it. Oh, but it was Trump. How could we spin this into a bad thing? Just say thank you. Stop being a hypocrite. Stop being unable to be objective. I don't care about your opinion of Trump. I don't care if you love him or hate him. That's not my responsibility. My responsibility is, though, to make sure you guys know the truth and you remember the truth in the real world and in yourselves, because it's embarrassing now. You are losing your reputation by the day. How you behaved after the election, reputation already gone. Now how you're behaving with this, reputation even further gone. You left your reputation miles back and then expect to start persuading people to win elections. They're not joining you. And this is why. This is why you keep asking. Maybe it's not because 80 million Americans are uneducated and crazy and racist and homophobic and misogynist. Maybe it's because this is your behavior. Anything this man does, you put a negative spin. But if Biden and Harris did it, just say thank you and scroll the app. You're welcome.